Na-call this number ng paglunsod regular session for the month of October to order. As usual, is there any objection? No objection as usual. The said two items are dispensed. Madam Secretary, Mr. Dr. Valval. Present.
The presiding officer pro tempore, Councilor Apolonio Chibacay. The majority floor leader, Councilor Suribo Tirado.
Present.
The minority floor leader, Councilor Oscar A. Budin.
Present.
Councilor Caroline D. Season. Present. Councilor Michelle Sigondera. Councilor Rosilito O. Ponterera.
Present.
Councilor Berna S. De La Barro. Present. Councilor Proben Eranoy.
Present.
Councilor Dalia M. De Leon.
Present.
Councilor Alfred Felix C. Castro.
Present.
Ex-officio members, di ka ng mga barangay President Raul D. Bacay.
Present.
Ang panlusod na Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan President Robert D. Lagay. 11 members of this August body responded to the poster.
11 members respond to the call and also provide the presence of quorum to be not present official business. Approval of the agenda before we act on this. Any unassigned business, Madam Secretary?
We have one unassigned business here. Under proposed resolution number 2021-133, endorsing the request of the local government unit of the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan to the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation for funding assistance amounting to 50 million pesos for the following: PPEs, medical equipment and other supplies, 18,212,000 for isolation facility, drugs and medicines, 9,488,000, 2 units ambulance, 5 million, generator sets, 83 kilovolts, 1.3 million, isolation facility or new building have 16 million for a total of 50 million pesos.
Any Councilor Season?
Yes, Mr. Chair. This is regarding po dun sa letter ng Malimprek Bolo Fisher Fox Association. Magkaroon po ng dialogue with Sir Greg Lapata and sa legal na.
Any other unassigned business? Yes, other privilege or unassigned? Sige. I think also Councilor Captain Raul Bacay will be having a privilege speech later as well. Any other unassigned business? Councilor Alfred, shall we approve the agenda?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move that the agenda for today's session, including the assigned business, be approved by the body. Second.
It's been moved by Councilor De Castro, seconded by Councilor Suribo Tirado, majority floor leader. Any amendments? Hearing none, the said agenda is approved. We acknowledge the presence of SK Division President Beverly Bernabé for the record. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Adoption of the journal and minutes of the Sangguniang Panlunsod regular session held on September 28,
Any
2021.
motion? Councilor Bernabé.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the adoption of the journal and minutes of the SP regular session held on September 28, 2021.
Second, Mr. Chair.
It's been moved by Councilor Bernabé, seconded by Councilor Doc. Any amendments? Hearing none, the said journal and minutes are adopted. Privilege hour. We'd like to acknowledge Guru Barangay Kapbakay, Kapraul Bakay. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, Mr. Chair, yung mga tututuin natin ng mga bookman sa lookup, hindi nila alam kung ano yung pinapairal nilang requirements sa pagpasok dun sa Android Island. Nahihirapan na po sila kasi halos lahat na pupunta, disqualified, hindi nakapasok. Actually, nandun ako nung isang araw at nandun din si Congressman Arthur. Hanggang siya nagalit. Kaya gusto ko po sanang dialogue within tourism at saka invite din po natin yung ng ITF ng LGU. Sa turni makaiba na lang po ang invite po natin. I-schedule ko na lang po, Mr. Chairman.
Ano ba yung nangyari ka? Maraming guidelines ang IATF.
Actually, sinusunod naman yung mga tourism, ay yung mga turista po natin. Hindi nila alam kung ano yung mga pinapalabas pa. Kasi one time, nung nandun ako, yung turista po natin na pumunta doon, may ispas, nakapasok sila sa boundary. Alam naman natin na mayroon pumasok sa boundary. May ispas sila papuntang Bulinaw. Ngayon dumaan sila sa gusto nilang pupunta sa Andred Island. Inahanapan pa nila yung ispas na ang destination, Alaminos. Ang pagkakalam ko naman, ang ispas ay isang basis lang ng ispas sa pagpasok. Yung pinipistyon ng mga motorboat.
Sino nang huhuli?
Hindi naman nila inuhuli, hindi gusto nilang kapasok, hindi sila makapunta sa Andred Island. Alam naman natin yung mga boatman natin, minsan-minsan lang sila makabiyahe.
So, ang problema ay parang sinistriktuhan yung pagpunta sa
Hindi, oo.
Pero sino nang huhuli? Yung local, yung tourism
Hindi
natin?
naman po inuhuli, kundi hindi pinapasok kung pupunta.
Yung nasa checkpoint.
Hindi dito sa tourism po natin.
Sino nag-check? Sila Sir Mike?
Oo, yung mga tao ni Sir Mike.
So tayo sa LG yung problema.
Hindi yung problema, tourism po ang problema.
Kung nandun na dapat.
Oo, kasi nakapasok na sila dito sa Pangasinan, yung mas mahirap pa sa boundary. Karamihan ganun yung sitwasyon doon.
Okay.
Hirap na yung mga motorboat kasi pagpunta ka lang nila, may biyahe na sila, hindi naman nila papasukin yung mga turista natin sa Andred Island kasi kulang daw ng requirements, kulang ng isa.
Kailan po natin gustong i-dialogue po?
Kung maaari sa Friday na punta na. Monday.
11.
Opo.
Anong oras po?
10 o'clock na po.
Okay lang po ito, Councilor Season, Chairman ng Tourism. Sige, so mag-co-chair na lang siguro. No? So, Councilor Raul Bakay, schedule sa dialogue regarding the said issue regarding the guidelines, existing guidelines of our tourism office for guests going to Manila Islands. This will be under the committee on chairperson under Councilor Season. So sorry. Any other privilege speeches? Any greetings? Yes, Councilor Alfred.
I would like to take this opportunity not to address belated happy birthday, of course, to Brother Lunay, but of this very sad incident that happened to the city of Alaminos. If we open our Facebook today, nawala yung mga kandila. Puta, nakikita ko puro mga uling. Hindi ko alam kung may nakaranas na sa atin dito ng nasunugan. And mind you, I am also one. Nasunog ang bahay namin. It is with deep regret, if not deep horror, that this small market vendor has to suffer. Ang masakit dito, ang daming ini-stricto ang bahay, itong putang inang fire department. Unfortunately, paano nakapag-renew itong Suki Market na wala man lang sprinkler, walang fire hydrant? Magmula kaninang umaga hanggang ngayon, ilang kababayan natin ang umiiyak? Nakakalungkot. Sa lahat ng picture na nakita ko sa Facebook, and I have to admit, I was not there. I did not even bother to go there. Why? Because it breaks my heart. Nakakalungkot. Nasaan ba yung mga bumbero natin? Nakita ko Swan, Dagupan, Panta, doon no. Maraming nawalan ng hanap buhay. Ganito na nga, marami naman namamatay. Diba? Lahat naman tayo dito ngayon is speechless of how, we don't even have any idea kung paano natin tutulungan. Diba? Kasi hindi naman natin sila kayang tulungan lahat eh. Pero, I hope this would be a lesson siguro. Ang pangit kasi, ano kayang pakiramdam ngayon ng mga nasunugan na bakit yung mga ibang building ini-strict ko nitong fire? Maghukay ka nga lang, penalty ka na ng 36,000 o 76,000. Tapos yung ganyang kalaking building, pinag-renew ni Bureau of Fire. And I am not afraid. Nakaharapin sila. And with this, Mr. Chair, I urgently move and even encourage you, my esteemed colleagues, let us investigate on this matter. Let us give justice to these people. Once and for all. For once in our lifetime. Once in our, period as distinguished councilor of the city of Alaminos, bigyan natin ng hustisya itong mga kababayan natin. So with that, Mr. Chair, I move that an immediate investigation and even an order be made to the Chief of the Bureau of Fire to publish us a report of this incident.
Okay, please take note, Madam Secretary. That,
And Mr. Chair, again, I would repeat my belated greetings. Happy birthday to Councilor.
any response, Councilor Galar?
Pakantun ka na pare.
So, we will thank you for that, Councilor De Castro, Chairman of Lawson Rules. For that, siguro, we write a letter or a resolution that we get a copy of the investigation of the Bureau of Fire. At the same time, we should urge maybe our department head in charge of the market to have its independent investigation alongside with the Sangguniang Pangungusod. Para iba yung sa DFP, iba yung sa LGU side. And then we have to check kung saan magkamali at where can we improve. Kasi malaking liability ito. I remember yung mga nasusunod na factory, ganyan, malaki ang liability sa LGU tsaka sa lalo-lalo na sa Bureau of Fire in terms of fire prevention. Diba? So dito lang muna, Madam Secretary, shall we file a resolution for our city market to investigate on the matter alongside with Sangguniang Pangungusod?
Not in the meantime for a resolution, Mr. Chair, but I believe that I invite a committee of all for a hearing.
Okay.
And that they be ordered or requested, if not ordered, to submit a report of the incident.
Okay. ASAP.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Please take note, Madam Secretary. Okay. Any other? So for the meantime, siguro pakinggan natin kung paano tayo makakatulong sa mga kababayan natin. Kasi parang 3/4 ata ng loob na sunog talaga. So, nandun na tayo sa mga vendors, lalo sa panahon nga ngayon. Maraming chismis kung ano yung naging cause. Pero kailangan nandun muna tayo para sa kanila. So kung may nagpatulong, please pakirelay na lang po sa atin para ma-forward natin dun sa department assigned. Okay? Any other privilege speeches? Wala na po. Next item, Madam Secretary. So we like to acknowledge Councilor Mrs. Season Secundera. Go ahead, ma'am.
Now proceed to the proposed reference of business. Under proposed ordinance for first reading, we have proposed ordinance number 2021-22, An ordinance reclassifying a portion of land owned by Clifford Florento containing an area of 1,000 square meters situated at Barangay Burangay, this city, from agricultural use to commercial use, primarily for the establishment of a gasoline station.
Councilor Joselito Fondeles recognized. Shall we schedule a hearing?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I scheduled for committee hearing on October 22, 2 p.m. The said proposed ordinance.
Committee hearing set on October 22, 2 p.m. Regarding the said ordinance. Madam Secretary, meron ba tayong resolution dito na may mga guests para hindi sila masyadong matagal magantay? Ay, lahat. So, under proposed resolutions ba? So, we proceed. Unahin natin yung may mga bisita tayo para hindi sila masyadong matagal magantay. Madam Secretary, please.
Let me proceed to the proposed resolutions. Item number 1 is under proposed resolution number 2021, that's 131. Favorably endorsing to the Department of Public Works and Highways Region 1 Director Ronel M. Tan the request of the city government of the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan for 2 container vans which will be utilized as temporary isolation facilities for patients infected with COVID-19. And for item number 2 on the proposed resolution number 2021-132, approving the additional partial list of specific projects funded out of the 20% development fund, amounting to 4,097,177 pesos and 99 centavos, and special purpose appropriation amounting to 781,044 pesos of the City of Alaminos for calendar year 2021.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move that we suspend until the rules na accommodate our guests for these 2 items.
Majority Floor Leader moves to suspend the rules, seconded by Councilor Asalganay. Madam Secretary, please acknowledge your guest.
For item number 1, we have our newly appointed City Government Assistant Department Head 1, Sir Alvin Contreras. And for item number 2, we have Architect Lloyd Santos and Engineer Jonathan Castro with Ma'am Grace Atienza.
Magandang hapon po, sir. Maraming salamat sa pag-attend. Sino po mauna? Sir. Sa Sir Alvin na lang po muna regarding... Adyan na lang. Ikot na lang. Sorry. Good afternoon po, sir. Sir, can you give us a bit background po regarding to this request of mga facilities ang lalagay at ano yung specs po?
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, and magandang hapon din po sa lahat ng bumubuo ng ating sangguniang pangungusod. Regarding po dito sa request po ng City Government na 2 container vans, ito po ay ilalagay sa ating motor pool area. Magiging extension po siya ng lumang evacuation center na nakatayo po doon. This would be set up. Gagawin po siyang rooms, i-set up na rin po ng DPWH para po sa ating mga COVID-19 infected patients or individuals. Magiging setup po nito, yun pong kagaya po ng ating isolation facility na located po ngayon sa Barangay Burangay, yun pong ating dating multipurpose hall. Kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, yun po kasing pagkakasetup po ng isolation center natin. Wala po tayong ginastos. Si DPWH region po lahat ang nag-set up hanggang sa mga kama, hanggang po sa kanyang mga division. So at saka ito po ay nabanggit po last year na kasabay po nung pag-offer din ng DPWH nung ating isolation center. Pero ngayon lang po siya mag-push through. So hoping po na si DPWH po ang in-charge po na lahat. And we're praying po na matapos na yung COVID-19. Kung sakasakali man po na matapos itong COVID-19 po natin na kinakaharap sa ngayon, magiging part na po ito ng ating evacuation center po dun sa ating motor pool area.
Thank you. Any questions from the body? Sir, makailan kaya yung accommodate na patients?
Sir, upon inquiry po, ang i-deliver daw po ni DPWH is yung 20 foot na close container van. It could have 16 po yung dalawa.
16?
Yes po, 16 rooms po ang magagawa.
Mas maganda pa rin kasi talaga yung may sariling CR. CR, may sarili. May sarili CR din yan, wala.
Magiging kagaya po siya nung newly set up po sa ating evacuation. So, kompleto na rin
Mas maganda yan kasi yung bala na ito po.
yung common set.
Any questions? Okay, with that, thank you very much, Sir Alvin.
Thank you.
And congratulations pala for
Thank you,
the
sir. Thank you po.
Okay, for our next item, we'd like to invite, sino ba? Architect Lloyd. Do we have questions regarding the said projects under the 20% development fund worth 4 million and the special purpose appropriation distributed to the different barangays? So just to inform the body that before the Sangguniang Pangungsod had a resolution to improve the city streets here in Poblacion, and I think that is item number 4. Labor and materials for the proposed rehabilitation of Rodalo, Montemayor, and Dexam Street, Barangay Poblacion, City of Alaminos, Pangasinan. Ito po yung na-request po natin dati. Sir, may gusto po kayo i-dagdag o explain ba dito?
Wala na po, sir. Okay na po.
Any questions?
Wala na rin kami
Hindi mo naman ako isa para naman masulit yun. Ito na lang, sige. Since nandito ka na rin, sir, architect, siguro, ito na lang pong guest house po natin sa Hundred Islands. I believe, patapos na po yun sa Mayers Island, ginagawa rin po yun sa Quezon Island.
Yes, sir.
Ilan po ba yung total sa Quezon Island?
Sa Quezon po yung 3 units na lang po yung i-upgrade pa na.
Tatlo na. Okay, wala po. Wala kayong tanong talaga? Okay, thank you very much. Salamat po. So, any other next item, Madam Secretary, under suspension of the rules? Sige.
So, under unassigned business, we have the request to the Department of Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation amounting to 15 million pesos. Our guest is our Physical Officer 3, Dr. Salapo.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Okay, assist na lang sa doktor. Hi, Dr. Magandang hapon.
Hello, magandang hapon po. Good afternoon po sa lahat. We are respectfully requesting po to the issuance of the resolution favorably endorsing the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation for our appeal for the funding assistance amounting to 50 million pesos for the following projects po. So, yung sa PPEs and medical equipments, drugs and medicines, and the construction of new facility building po.
Any questions in the body? Ma'am, is this for the dialysis center or what part? Saan po natin i-delegate?
Sir, yung isolation facility na new building, doon po sa Bulanay po, magkakayo po ng bagong student.
Like beside the dialysis center?
Yes po.
Okay po. So, and then Jen said to ambulance. But all of this, ma'am, will be under the dialysis center or the city health office?
Under the city health office po and the bakuna po.
Okay, okay.
Yes po.
So, any other questions? To Dr. Salapo, any questions? I think she's, wala po. Dr. Thank you very much po. At, ay, sorry. Kausap nga po ba kayo? Sa Katunas?
Mr. Chair, katanong ko na po Dr. Salapo. Since si Dr. Salapo po ang in-charge po sa ating vaccine dito sa ating syudad. So, hindi naman po related doon, Dr. Okay lang po. Katanong ko lang po, ang sabi po kasi nila, marami po tayong vaccine ngayon. So, ano po yung requirements po nila, Doktora, para makapagpa-vaccine po? Sino po yung mga kwalipikadong magpa-vaccine sa panahon na yun?
Yes po. mga Sinovac, Pfizer tsaka Moderna po. Yung Sinovac po, allotted po siya sa mga A4 category, sabihin ng mga working, kailangan po nila ng, ang requirements po doon, ma'am, yung kanilang mga ID o certificate, galing sa kanilang mga pinagtatrabahuan, kung sila po ay mga kasambahay, kasama din po yun, mga maliit na mga store owners, pwede po yun, mga TODA, yun po, mga boatmen, yun po. Yung Moderna po, tsaka Pfizer po, allotted po sa A1, 2, 3, at saka 5 po. So, ibig sabihin yung mga frontliners, senior citizen, yung A3 may comorbidities, at saka yung 5 po yung mga belong to the indigent populations po. So, kung senior citizen na po, yung requirement na po doon yung kanilang senior citizen ID, bag comorbidities under A3 po yun, yung kanilang medical certificates or mga previous na reseta po, inaano na rin po namin yun. And then kapag yung sa indigents po, meron po kasi kami kinuhang mga list galing po sa DSWD na mga indigents. Kung nandun po sila dun sa list po na yun, covered po sila. Pero hindi po lahat kasi meron doon, ma'am. Meron po yung mga nasa 40s na hindi po kasama dun sa indigent na list po. Ang kailangan lang po nila ipakita yung kanilang ID po ng 40s po. Yun po, ma'am.
Councilor Season.
Follow-up lang po. Yung mga estudyante po na magkakaroon sila ng mga face-to-face at kailangan nilang mag-mga schools. Under anong category po sila?
Yung mga students ng allied health po, pwede po namin bakunahan. Under A1 po sila, yun po pwede po namin silang bakunahan.
Kasi marami po nag-register.
Under allied health po sila mga. Pero kasi meron po tayong mga students na hindi naman po allied health po. Ano po, kinukuha na lang po namin sa kanilang certification na meron silang makikita na galing sa kanilang HR na kailangan silang mag-face-to-face, kailangan silang magpabakuna.
Yung mga maritime po.
Ma'am?
Maritime, yun po.
Maritime mga sukan.
Opo,
Maritime work.
Opo, kasama po sila sa A1 po, extended. A1.8.
ID or ano?
ID po ng SIMA, na kaya yung kanilang mga contracts na paalis na po sila.
Ano naman, since mas madami na pong supply ngayon, mas na-accommodate na po lahat, kailangan lang natin i-prove na yun nga, na yung ID niya or kaya yung certification from the school or company na required din sa school. Di ba po? Tama po. Okay na po, Councilor Season. Kapag na ba kayo?
Sabi nyo, yung mga intelligent, yung mga list lang na nasa DSWD,
Opo.
kinukuha nyo yung sabi naman po halos maraming intelligent po na hindi na po nakalista sa DSWD. Lalo ito ngayon, naging intelligent sila lahat. Hindi ba pwedeng certification ng barangay na sila ay intelligent sa aming barangay kung wala silang
Yun po naging problem po namin dyan, sir, yung sa galing barangay po. Katulad po kanina, meron po kaming mga certificate galing barangay. Tapos yung mga nandun po sa registration area, sabi nila, Doktora, bakit po ito may indigency, punong-puno po ng alahas siya? Consider po siya indigent. Yun po, yun po nagiging problem po namin, sir. Kaya po, nakaka-stress po.
Mas indigent kayo doktora.
Si Dr. yung taga-salag yung mga taga-explain.
Opo. Sabi ko, sige, nandiyan na sila. Kaya po yun.
Certification ng mga barangay captain na sila invited, yung nakaroon requirement ng mga invited sa mga barangay.
Basta, ito to po yun.
Sa barangay daw, ano natin, pinamimigay rin daw yung certificate of intelligence sa bang mamili?
Sige po, opo.
So maybe pwede natin i-announce sa ano yun, i-announce natin sa Facebook na pag invite A5 ka, kuha ka ng certificate sa barangay. Para at least meron rin tagging siguro sa barangay kung sino na ang nabakunahan o hindi. Kasi ang hirap nila i-monitor kung doon nila.
Pwede po ba sir, ano po, bigyan nyo na lang po kami ng list ng ano po, ng indigents po per barangay po para madali na lang po namin kahit soft copy po para madali namin i-track po.
Nakikita din sila
Hindi po natin pwedeng gawin po yun kasi ano po may category po. May category.
Siguro mga ano na lang, ang suggest ni Cap, siguro pag A1 to A4, the requirements. And then kung A5, ang isang requirement is yung galing po sa kanila. So kung nandun na, talagang wala na, call nyo na po yun. Kung nandun na,
nga po.
Diba, wala tayong magagawa talaga. Siguro ang goal lang ni Kappa kahit is maganda yung coordination para ma-monitor din nila.
Sige po. Opo.
Kasi sila rin.
May parang ako dun sa kwan. Kasi bukod rin po kay Councilor Bacan. Medyo luwagan natin. Totally encourage natin yung vaccination, di ba? Kasi nung nakaraan, sa totoo lang, mga kaibigan pa ako yung sa may PDP, para magpapakuna yun. Kumukuha sila ng baby certificate sa mga doktor. Yung mga doktor, binibintangan nila 500, 400 sa certification na may sakit ka lang para tunahan dito. Actually, kilala ko iba
Opo, totoo po yun. Kanya na po, sumusunod lang din po kami dun sa directive po ng DOH po. So sabi ko, meron po silang may pakita, hindi na po natin kasalanan na basta meron silang department na ito,
yes.
Tatanggapin po natin sila.
Kasi nga, sinasabi mo nila, galing lang sa distribution, sa distribution, pero mas kilala mo kapitan yung tao doon parang gano'n lang
But yun nga, at least yung efforts natin ngayon medyo go na po tayo lang. Basta pag dito po sa legislative, meron naman tayong staff po na na-accommodate. Kung meron po kayong endorse, pwede po yung directly isulat kay Dr. Dana or pwedeng through, meron tayong staff dito nag-aasikaso ng mga nag-endorse. At ipapasalamat din ako yung Dr. na na-accommodate naman lahat po ng document from the office. As siguro bilang background din, nag-meeting kami nila Councilor Applebach ng health board. Para I think as of last week, nasa 10,000 na yung first dose, tapos 8,000 na yung hanggang second dose. So more or less we have mga 18,000 na partially or fully vaccinated. And then for the month of October, marami pong darating na vaccine na available. So kailangan po nila ng tulong na i-promote yung magpapakuna. Lalong-lalo na po sa mga senior citizens, A2. Sa A2 po, medyo mababa po yung ating percentage. Parang ilan lang ang senior.
Ano lang po yun, sir? 31% pa lang po tayo ng senior citizen.
Ayun. So doon tayo medyo kakulang pa. So kung meron po tayong nakilala, i-endorse na po natin para ma-accommodate.
Tsaka meron po kami bagong po ngayon, yung mga magpapabakuna po na senior citizen po. Pag nakompleto po nila yung second dose or fully vaccinated po sila, meron po silang incentive galing DSWD, parang konting lang po, grocery or whatever. Para lang po pang-galing po.
Yes po. Ma'am, tuloy ba yung magpupunta sa barangay yung vaccination? Hindi ba?
Yung alin
dito pa rin po yung vaccination?
Dito pa rin po.
Ma'am, for the record, pwede bang kasi may mga hearsay na pagka senior daw, hindi pwede ang Pfizer, Astra, kasi malakas daw. So dapat daw, mas maganda kung Sinovac. So, can you once and for all debunk or explain kung ano ba talaga ang para sa senior or yung hindi masyado malakas? Kasi may mga cases na naging sakit daw, nagkasakit daw after or parang nag-extract na matay.
Lahat naman po ng bakuna po, meron pong mga side effects po. Depende po doon sa effect po ng katawan natin. Iba-iba po per person, iba-iba po ang effect po ng bakuna. Yung sa senior citizen, kung meron po mas malakas or mas mahina po, lahat po ng bakuna pwede po sa senior citizen po. Mula sa Inuvac, Pfizer, Moderna. Yun lang po kasi yung sa directive ng DOH po, yung mga galing sa COVAX facility, ibig sabihin parang donation po, ano po yun, dapat lang dun sa mga kategory lang po ibigay po. Diba po yung Pfizer, tsaka Moderna, dapat po sa A1 hanggang A5 except A4 po.
Any other questions from the body? Last question. Councilor Season, last question.
Doc, ano ko lang po, di ba sa Moderna, di ba after 4 weeks, 2 weeks at a dose?
Opo.
Paano pag lumabas ako ng 2 weeks or 3 weeks po, bago hindi pa nakapagsabi? Effect pa ba yun?
Opo. Actually, ano po ito sa lahat ng vaccine, meron po mga time na dapat maibigay po yung bakuna. Pero kung hindi po naibigay yung sa tamang date, pwede pa rin po, as long as na pwede na siya dun sa mga susunod na araw, pwede pa rin po siyang bakunahan. Yung effect po nun, hindi naman po mag-iiba po.
Kasi may nawalan yung po dun sa may bakasama. Pag sa po sila sa
Pag na, yun po yung mga iba ng mga problem ngayon, yung mga sa second dose po dapat, na hindi nakaschedule sila pero nag-quarantine po sila. Bibigyan po namin sila ng bakuna after po nung quarantine period nila, kung naka-recover na po sila, pwede na po agad sila bakunahan po.
To close, yung para sa mga may anak sa amin, sa dito, meron na bang policy ang city yung mga 18 below? Tsaka yung pangalawa, yung with regard sa booster, meron na bang guidelines?
Yung regarding po dun sa mga babakunahan ng 12 years hanggang 17 years old po, sa national po, according sa news po, baka meron pong ibababang guideline ang government this October po, nang babakunahan po yung mga 12 to 17, unahin po muna yung may mga comorbidities po. And then, pinopropose din po ng President po na magkaroon na po ng general population po para hindi na po yung may mga hinahanap-hanap pa po mga requirements po. Yun po yung hinihintay namin para mabilis po yung pagbakuna po.
Okay. Yung sa, wala pang guidance sa booster?
Wala. About the booster naman po, uunahin po munang bakunahan po lahat po.
Okay.
Bago po yung mga booster.
So, kunyari po, ako nabakunahan ako 6 months ago, mas prone na ba ako sa COVID?
Hindi naman po. Pag nabakunahan na po tayo ng fully vaccinated po, mas prone po tayong hindi magka-symptoms ng COVID po.
Alright. Okay. Hindi ako masabi ng pamusod, ma'am. Doktora, thank you po sa lahat po ng tulong niyo rin at sa pag-sacrifices niyo po sa ating cities. Thank you po, Doktora.
Okay po.
So, we'll now let the discuss the rules. Councilor Roy, maybe you would like to share your experience. Pabilis lang yung pag-vaccine. Pabilis lang, matagal yan. Okay, what is the pleasure of the body regarding under proposed resolution, item 1 and 2?
I want that those two items be related to the business of the day for deliberation.
Shall we include the unassigned business? Okay, because we put by Councilor Doc, second by Councilor De Castro, to include the said 3 items in the business of the day. Any objection? Seeing none, the said 3 items are included in the business of the day. Next item, Dr. Secretary.
Next to City Communications received, we have one item which is the proposed resolution number 2021-130. Review of the documents for accreditation of Paragood Elite Charity Philippines Incorporated and Administrative Chapter.
Councilor Lanay, the chairman on cooperatives. Shall we schedule a committee hearing?
Committee hearing on Thursday.
This Thursday na po? October 7. October 7, 9 a.m. po. 9 o'clock in the morning. So ordered. Next item ng Secretary.
I proceed to the committee reports. The first item is joint committee report from the hearing held on September 24 regarding the review of documents for accreditation of Cabit Canine Fisher Folk Association.
Right?
Yes. Council Sisa.
Yung ano po, unassigned regarding sa
Ay, sorry. Yeah. Before we proceed to the committee report, we still have one unassigned business regarding the dialogue with the
yes, vice schedule nila po ng dialogue sa October 13 at 10 a.m.
October 13, 10 a.m. Who do we invite?
Yung Sir Greg Capuata, Attorney Walter, and yun po yung grupo po ng Manila.
Okay, so may request that siguro tapusin na natin ito. Pagka mahiring natin sa 13, desisyon na natin para at least alam na natin yung gagawin habang nandito si Sir Greg Capuata. At the same time, matagal na kasi ito, baka matagal lang issue ng Manila to, at least alam na rin nila kung ano magagawa natin at ano magagawa natin. That's 11. And then for the investigation regarding the fire, set na natin ng 11 o Councilor Bernardo, when do you want to have a hearing regarding the said or embark na lang before session, gano'n? Sige. Kailan po? Sabay na. Maybe council 9 a.m. Okay. October para sabay na. 9 a.m. So, Councilor Rabago with schedule a committee with a dialogue with regarding the incident in Suki Market on October 13, 9 o'clock in the morning, followed by the Malintok issue at 10 o'clock in the morning. So, ang invite natin sa BFP is yung BFP, si Market Section, siguro PNP rin. PNP. Licensing, okay. PNP po, so, so, I would like to, these are issues na involves the whole city or a big barangay. So, sana makapunta po tayo. So,
Mr. Chair, may pamasunod sa dialogue, tsaka ang invite natin na Councilor, Mr. Chair, si Mr.
the owner,
tapos mga taga-Maligpat.
Hindi ba magkagaliban?
Hindi kaya mapanahon yung mga barangay council na Maligpat.
Ay, kasama rin po ang barangay council.
Okay, kasama yung barangay council.
Sorry, thank you.
Okay. So, siguro we could also do preliminaries with Sir Greg para hindi naman kayo magka-away-away doon, di ba? Kasi baka sagusan kayo doon, di ba? Anyways, sige, I leave it to the chairperson na lang to handle it. So, okay na? So, order? So, saan makapunta po tayo? Next would be, next item, Madam Secretary.
Committee reports, sir.
Okay, committee reports. Item number 1. Councilor Lanoy. Councilor Lanoy moves for the adoption of this committee report and the said item be included in the business today for deliberation. Any objection? Hearing none, the said committee report is hereby adopted and the matter is included in the business of the day. Next item.
Joint Committee report on the hearing held on September 29 regarding the Vision Testing Center guidelines being implemented by the Land Transportation Office in the City of Parañaque.
Councilor, reschedule. Councilor Raul Dakay, when do we? Opo. October 11. 11 a.m. Okay, Councilor Raul Dakay schedule sa hearing on October 11 a.m. 10 yung siya eh. 10 yung sa boatman.
Invite po natin
Yung boatman, October 11, 10 a.m. Yung LTO. LTO. Sabay na rin sa araw na yun. O hiwalay natin. October 11. Anong oras mo? 11 a.m. So, para sabay natin, Councilor. So please invite the previous guests that were mentioned in the previous session. So order. So dalawa po yun October 11, 10 sa 11. Next item, budget.
Joint Committee report from the hearing held on September 30 regarding the review of barangay supplemental budgets for calendar year 2021 of the following barangay. Barangay Alos, Balangong, Isogol, Wet, Landok, Limansangan, Lupak, Maui, Palabit, and Pangasinan.
Mr. Chair,
Councilor Silvio Rodas.
recommendation, yes, you have the above 5 days, the committee removes with the adoption of its committee report on the same subject matter be elevated to the business of the day, the deliberation of possible action of the resolution declaring valid and applicable as all these updates for the bodies.
Removed by Councilor Silvio Rodas, Majority Floor Leader and Chairman of Finance. Any objection? Hearing none, the said committee report is hereby adopted and said matter is included in the business of the day. Next item.
Joint Committee report from the dialogue held on September 30 regarding the price of meat products in the city of Alvin.
Councilor De Leon.
In view of the above stated findings, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of its committee report and that the subject matter be archived until further action.
Okay, it is removed by Councilor David De Leon for the adoption of this committee report. It is said, measure be archived. So, shall we, I think we should maybe furnish the technical working group with the minutes of the hearing. Okay lang po ba? Yung minutes po nung session, nung hearing, i-furnish po natin sa technical working group ng Price Coordinating Council. Para at least may comprehensive. Any objection? Hearing na, the said committee report is super adopted. The said matter is archived. Next item.
Joint Committee report from the hearing held on September 30 regarding proposed ordinance establishing a discipline zone in the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Councilor Bernardo, recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair. In view of the above stated findings, this committee hereby moves for the adoption of this committee report and the proposed measure is scheduled for public hearing on October 18 at 10 a.m.
Councilor Berna moves for adoption of this committee report. He said matter be scheduled for public hearing on October 18 na nakalapit na po. Any objection? Hearing none, the committee report is hereby adopted and said public hearing is set on October 18 na nakalapit na po. Venue po natin. Plaza Enrique Braganza. Enrique? Saan po? Pwede rin po. Pero kung public hearing, mas kadalasan sa Enrique Braganza po. Plaza Enrique Braganza. Okay. Sige po, 18... Wait lang. Sige po. Councilor Paco. Sige, Paco Laksaw sa Proceed, Madam Secretary.
Now proceed to the business of the day. Under new business, we have the second reading of proposed resolution number 2021-127, authorizing City Mayor Art Brian Celeste to enter into a memorandum of agreement by and between the city government of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan, and the Entrepreneurs Towards Economic Progress Multipurpose Cooperative for the production and procurement of bamboo blocks or BISLA.
Councilor Ranoy, previously, the previous session, humingi tayo ng kopya ng ating financial statement, income statement, ng ating at balance sheet ng Ikawayan Trust Fund. Nandito na po. Are you satisfied or what do you want to do with this resolution? Shall we give authority or do you need more information?
Being question mark reporter, I have not seen the report, Mr. Chair.
Oh.
I want to suggest to a very good councilor from Pagpapal, who is celebrating his birthday all year through. I was rather happy the reading, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
This is not urgent,
there is no letter that says it's urgent. Are you amendable to that? Okay, sir. E-accept. So, Councilor Ranoy moves to defer the said resolution in our next regular session. Next item.
Second reading of proposed resolution number 2021-128, authorizing City Mayor Art Brian Celeste to enter into a memorandum of agreement by between the city government of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan, and the National Early Childhood Care Development Council for the Early Childhood Education Program in the city.
Ano ulit yung hiningi natin dito last time?
MOA.
Okay. Councilor Season.
Yes, Mr. Chair, there are no more comments regarding this resolution and for this application.
It's moved by Councilor Season. Any second? Seconded by Councilor Tulundera, Councilor Labado, Councilor Laudacay, Councilor Apolbacay, Councilor Bernabe, Councilor David, Councilor Ranoy, and Councilor Ate Felix de Castro. For the adoption of the said resolution, any objections? Amendment. Feeling none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Second reading of proposed ordinance number 2021-16, providing for the street limits for all kinds of motor vehicles within the territorial jurisdiction of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan, imposing penalties for violation thereof and for appropriating funds for this purpose.
Councilor Berna, shall we schedule a public hearing alongside with the discipline zone? Para sabay na, since medyo related naman yung public hearing na lang natin to. Okay, sa'yo ba to? Kapag okay lang i-public hearing natin, sabay natin sa discipline zone yung speed limit. Sabay ko na. So, public hearing is set on October 18, 11 a.m. Kasama po yung ating discipline zone ordinance. So, ordered. Next item.
Resolution favorably endorsing to the Department of Public Works and Highways Regional Director, Romit Entan, the request of the City Government of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan for 2 container vans which will be utilized as temporary isolation facilities for patients infected with COVID-19.
Any motion? CDR. COVID. Councilor Michelle? COVID. COVID to. Councilor Apolbacay? Yes.
So, Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the said resolution.
Let's move the Councilor Bakay, seconded by Councilor Rodok, Councilor Secretary, Councilor Season for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Resolution approving the additional partial list of specific projects funded out of the 20% Development Fund amounting to 4,097,177 pesos and 99 centavos, and the Special Purpose Appropriation Fund amounting to 781,044 pesos of the City of Alaminos for calendar year 2021.
There are no more objection to the proposed mission, Mr. Chair. I move for introduction.
It's So moved by Councilor Adop, seconded by Councilor Labago, Councilor Silvera, Councilor Fontanera, Councilor Sison, Councilor Bernabe, Councilor Ranoy, Councilor Applebahay, Councilor De Leon, for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Resolution endorsing the request of the local government unit of the City of Arañez, Pangasinan to the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation for funding assistance amounting to 50 million pesos for the following PPEs and medical equipment and other supplies, isolation facilities, drugs and medicines, 2 units of ambulance, generators, and generator sets.
Any motion? Councilor Applebahay.
I move for the adoption of the resolution.
It's been moved by Councilor Applebahay, our presiding officer for temper, seconded by Councilor Sison, Councilor Labago for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Madam Secretary, since our resource speaker had a lengthy conversation with the body regarding vaccination, can you just do omit that in our main journal and just put it in Annex A regarding the vaccination. So just include in our journal the points raised regarding the said resolution, but with regard to vaccination, Annex A na lang. But also included in the journal. Thank you. Parang di mahaba. Next item.
Resolution accrediting the Traffic Kamay Fisher Folk Association.
Councilor Robin Lanoy. Traffic Kamay. It's been moved by Councilor Robin Lanoy, seconded by second by Councilor Bakay, Councilor Oscar Boli, Councilor De Leon, Councilor Applebahay, Councilor De Castro for the adoption of the said resolution. Any amendments? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Pinapabot lang pala Ma'am Sir, ano pangalan ng Paskong Krusada? Yung pong in-accredit po natin nung last session na Paskong Krusada Day, personal po sila nagpapasalamat sa bawat isa po sa atin at tuwang-tuwa sila na binigay natin yung resolution na in-approve natin on the day of their anniversary. That was Chris. Oh, yun. So, thank you daw po. Pinapabot po nila sa ating lahat. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Resolution declaring valid as operative as a whole day. Supplemental bodies 2021 of the following barangays: Barangay Alos, Balangong, Sukol, West, Landog, Pansanan, Lubak, Maui, Balawis, and Pakistan.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I don't know if it should be adopted.
It's been moved by Councilor Cirilo Adopt, seconded by Councilor Sison, Councilor Applebahay, Councilor Labago, Councilor Secundera for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted.
Announcement or reminders.
Any announcements that are related to our session today and our city concerns? Ano mag-set na ba tayo ng October 13. Any other announcements? Maybe related to Ms. Pantulino? Yes, Congress? That's after the end of for the after party.
So, announcement po.
I'll be proposing the resolution.
Yes, Councilor Congress, sorry.
We have already received a copy of Sangguniang Panlalawigan Resolution number 791-2021, declaring ordinance number 2020-26 entitled An Ordinance Establishing Burial Sites for Death Caused by Communicable Diseases in all public and private cemeteries and memorial parks in the city of Alaminos, enacted within the conferred powers of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. The same is true, we have already received a Sangguniang Parallel Resolution number 792-2021, declaring ordinance number 2021-15, reclassifying 2 parcels of land situated barangay population in the city with an aggregate area of 7,508 square meters from agricultural use to commercial use, enacted within the conferred powers of the Sangguniang Family Code.
Okay. Any others? We also have, I received this, kung pumasok sa agenda natin, the inventory of all agricultural lands being developed into commercial areas without complying to the statutory requirements on reclassification conversion on agri-lands into other uses. So, ewan ko na kuha na nila to.
Meron na po silang kopya dati, so because that was a report we have requested from the city engineer's office, which was due supposedly on August 25.
So, maybe pwede bang ipasok na sa agenda to sa communications receipt next week para ma-action na natin kung hindi na comply ko mga to. So, please include na lang your agenda under communications receipt next week.
Yes po.
Are there announcements?
Mr. Chair,
Yes po.
ito natin sa linda natin anong move gagawin natin dyan. Ang sa akin lang, alam na pala nila yung
gawin na nila.
I-stop na nila o i-limit nila yung ordinansa.
Sana.
Wala naman tayong dapat gawin na dyan kasi tapos na tayo sa ordinansa. Siya nila yung implementation eh.
Okay. So,
anong gagawin natin na
let me forward this to Mayor and then siya happy kay engineering. Kasi hindi naman natin pwede. Kasi
ginawa nila, nakita nila na nilalabag na yung batas.
Marami kasi katapangan. At nakakadumi kasi sa kalye, sana malinisan mo rin yung kalye pagkatapos. O so, huwag na. Huwag mo rin sa agenda mo na. Any other announcements? Lapo? Okay. Councilor... Okay, siguro by Councilor Lato, seconded by Councilor Oscar Boli, Councilor Lamar, Councilor William, for the adjournment of today's regular session. And now, for the Sangguniang Provincial regular session. Okay. Councilor Silvio Lato, you are recognized.
The adoption of official resolution is adopted. Ginyan patuloy na po yung official natin.
Is he here?